So, good evening, everyone. How are you guys today? Hope you're all doing well. So, this session is going to be about women in Web3. I am Diksha from doing marketing at Cryptomind Group. And today we have three beautiful girls with us in the crypto industry. So, if you all could just introduce yourself, just your name and your position and which company, and then we will get into the session. Let's start with Nicole here.
So, Sawadika and hello everyone. It's so great to be back to Bangkok after 2 years, actually 3 years. So I was here for some time back in 2018, and it's lovely to see a lot of old friends here, a lot of the men in the audience to celebrate or to support our panel on Women in Web3. My name is Nicole. I'm the co-founder of APAC DAO, and we are a Web3 community based in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. So we've got over 1,400 members from now across 10 countries in Asia Pacific. And we aim to be the launchpad for Web3 builders in Asia Pacific. So it's an honor for me to be here today and very glad to catch up with you after the panel.
Thank you. Next, if you can introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, I'm Honey. I'm crypto influencer, and I often organize crypto events in Japan, both online and offline. And also I founded Web3 Girls, which empower women's activity in cryptos.
Thank you. Next, we have Beam.
Yes, okay. Hello everyone. I'm Beam from Bitcoin Addict. So Bitcoin Addict is the largest crypto media and community in Thailand. Yeah, we encourage and help Thai people to knowing more about crypto and blockchain Web3. Yeah, just are so be happy to be here and very excited. Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you, girls. Yes. So now let's get into the session. Well, I myself, being a woman in crypto, I actually feel this session is quite relatable and personal to me because I also have firsthand experience with it. So as we know that there are a lot of men in this industry, whether it be developers, investors, businesses, we tend to see more male in this industry with over about 80% being male and about 10 to 20% being women. And today we see a lot of women growing in this industry and more people are giving attention to it. So I'd like you guys to tell a bit about your career path and how did you start your journey in crypto until today. Starting with Nicole, please.
So I think my journey started back in 2015. So that was back in Vietnam. And I think at that time, crypto or even blockchain was barely known, to the audience. And people mostly know about all of the MLMs and, Bitcoin scams. Even my parents, I could not tell them that I'm working for a blockchain company because they would be afraid that, of course, it was like definitely not legitimate back then. So back in 2015, I remember I was the first woman in the company. My company back then, I think it's like a research team of 15 guys, like developers, like kind of jammed in a room with, I don't know, fluorescent bulbs and talking jargons about blockchain and how this is going to change the world. To be honest, I was not enticed to this space because of all of the values or all of the promises about changing the world of blockchain. I got into this because I think this is something new that nobody has tried before. And actually, it is not based on something like totally like from scratch. It's fundamentals like back with a lot of the concepts, with tech, like decentralization. And actually, it can change a lot of the existing kind of mechanisms or structures that we have with the current society. So I just think that this is something new. Nobody has tried it. If nobody has tried it, there's opportunity. So simply as that. So I just got into this space without knowing nothing about blockchain and tech. I got into this, and I think I also have the newbie kind of advantage that when you are new to something, you really want to dig deeper. You really want to learn about this. And when you kind of find it fascinating, you really want to kind of get the word out there, get more people to understand about it. So that's why I'm starting my career on my path of like talking about this, educating people, talking with them about how blockchain can change or alter the business models. Because to me, even until today, blockchain is like not a competing technology. It's like something you can experiment and can build some extra avenue of business opportunities for your current business. And this is why it is so enticing for a lot of the Web2 and mainstream businesses out there. So fast forward, it has been almost 7 years.
Wow.
I'm still doing community because still there's so much more potential to talk about this. People talk about Web3 all the time. But I think only until recently that we have kind of dig deeper into the different verticals and use cases of Web3. So that's why I'm still here. And that's why I'm still very passionate about community building.
Very good to hear. Next, we can have Honey.
Okay. In the vein of investing in stocks and currencies, I discovered DeFi last year and became interested in cryptos. Since I had my doubt about the financial system divided by country, I was able to accept the concept of DeFi easily, which led me to become deeply interested in it. From there, I enjoyed investing as a player for a while, but as I gradually made more friends in the industry and gained more knowledge, my desire to live in this industry grew stronger. This year, as I wanted to work in this industry, which I believe has a bright future, I decided to start this career, and here I am today.
Thank you. Last one, Beam.
Yeah, okay, sure. This is my story. I'm starting crypto space in 2016. Yeah, one of my friend directed me to the Lucky Spin game. So that game will give you the rewards as Bitcoin. So that time I don't know much about Bitcoin, but I know it have transfer to Thai baht as currency in Thailand. So yeah, just writing some Thai exchange to transfer that. So I made card.co.th, the Thai exchange for that time. So I decide to use the card from my parent to do the KYC thing. So yeah, I'm so funny for that time to do that. Just like you spin, got Bitcoin, got money, earn money. Yeah, I'm so funny for that. So after that, have more greed, more and more greed. So I use my all Bitcoin to invest in one project. So I got scammed that time. All money, all Bitcoin. Got scammed, got rocked that time. I'm so felt myself that I didn't knowing much about Bitcoin, blockchain, and I didn't know anything. I just want to have money that time. Yeah, just my story. So after that, I stopped in the Spain and I'm back last years because the bull run thing. So I'm started journey from internship program at Bitcoin Addict. For content creators, or so after that I'm doing the marketing at part-time, and now I'm the marketing lead at Bitcoin Addict. Yeah, this is my story.
Thank you. So how much was the Bitcoin price back then when you spin the wheel?
For that time, is it just $400?
Oh, wow.
It's very cheap. Yeah, that time. Oh my god.
Yes, guys. Yes, so as we heard, we have very interesting stories from these women, whether it be Honey, who just got into crypto just last year, and the other two here, Nicole and Beam, who got into crypto many, many years ago. Yep, so we have a lot of experienced people with us today. And moving on to, I'd like you guys to talk more about on what obstacles you might have faced in your journey throughout being in crypto, as we know that this is more of a male-dominant industry, and what was the obstacles, and if you faced any issues or problems as you worked in this industry. Yes, Nicole again, please.
Okay. I think maybe, yeah, to me, I think the main I would not say obstacle, but I think maybe the biggest challenge for a woman in this space is mostly coming from inside us. Um, I honestly, I mean, I think in the past 7 years, I have met a lot of men, a lot of my male friends. I have made a lot of friends. My closest friends are definitely like guys in the crypto space, and I think the more I talk to them, the more I can feel that pretty much. I think for crypto people, we have this kind of vibe that if we click, basically, it's gonna be. It doesn't like it. You don't have to be like a man to feel that. It's just that with crypto, I mean, people also share a lot of the aspirations and a lot of the, I think, like weird habits or hobbies as well. You know, like of course, as what B mentioned, like let's say buying a Bitcoin at very early stage and then sell it like right before the bull market. I think that's definitely what unites us together. So I think for us, pretty much it's more about, I think for women, a lot of us feel that when we want to step in blockchain, we always fear there is something like the unknown. You know, it's like Big Bang Theory. It's like something is like rocket science. Basically, we think that we have to understand everything. We have to understand about tech to be able to get into the space. But pretty much we are looking at it as, we don't look at it from our own kind of perspective and the values that we can bring to the space. And that's what I would definitely recommend a lot of the ladies here to think about that, because pretty much with, you know, to pull up a blockchain project, there are so many things outside of tech that you have to care about. And if you're just like a tech or a product guy thinking about how to really get the product out there, I think pretty much we need a lot of kind of market sense to do that. And I think for women, pretty much I have seen a lot of the ladies in this space who can definitely pull that off. So I think pretty much it's more about the self-constraints that we impose on ourselves that might kind of, kind of hinder us from thriving. But if we can get over that, pretty much it is going to be a very fascinating experience.
Thank you. Can we have Honey to please share next?
I have never felt any obstacles being a woman. The world is open and I don't think there are any gender barriers. However, I do believe that there are obstacles to participate in events and be active in the community due to the small percentage of women in this industry. Even if there are no barriers, it does not mean that it is easy to take action. So I started Web3 Girls, an organization to support and encourage women working in the Web3 industry in Japan. I hope to provide a place where women in this industry can gather, discuss, and help each other.
Thank you. Very sweet.
Okay, for me, personally, I didn't think it's obstruction with people in the industry. For me, I believe in equality, and I think most of us in crypto guy and Web3 guy, we believe in equality as well. The example thing, like you text or you DM some people with the profile picture and everything like CryptoPunk, but actually the back of that, she is a girl, he not man, or like our character of CryptoPunk is masculines or man, right? But actually, I just talked that with a girl, so I didn't think we have obstruction in that. But luckily, all my colleague, my team, my partners, very chill and very open for all of things. Like we didn't judge people from gender, age, or any stuff of that. We just looking the potential from the result base. So yeah, I didn't think we have the obstruction in that.
Yes, I think I can agree with all of you as well. Like I feel like crypto on the opposite with maybe other industries, actually it feels more open. Like people in this industry are actually more open to women as well. So like being said, sometimes you're talking to someone online, they have the NFT as their profile picture and you don't even know if what gender they are or where they're from. but everyone is just more welcoming and open to get to know each other. Now, moving on to a bit more personal question to each of you. So as we know in the Web3, is quite flexible. Sometimes you're working from home, you can work anywhere, remote working. So this can be very different from a normal office job where you have to have a routine 9 to 5 office work. So as I work alongside with Beam, can you tell us a bit about how I know that you're studying and working at the same time. Maybe you can share the experience about that to all of us or to the new people who are interested in getting in this industry. Maybe if you guys are studying as well, how has that experience been?
Yeah, for sure. I'm the one that's studying while working at the same time. So I think it is very open on more of the crypto company we working and doing like remotely and comfortably as you done the work in the time. So it is a very good opportunity to if you guys interesting to have the work and career part in crypto space. Is it very open? Just you have the interesting for yeah crypto thing and blockchain thing. Yeah, many project and many companies are open for you, and I think is a very great opportunity. Is it are all of us just knowing like blockchain and crypto is the new, but it's not just new. It's have like many great opportunity and many like fat rates for growing as well. I just think it is just beginning, and we have the long time and have the long journey and long lurch for the future. So yeah, just welcome and open mind for the future thing. Yes.
Thank you. Now, getting a bit since Honey, you work in community in Japan. Can you share with us how the trend of women community in Japan in the crypto space is? Are there a lot of Japanese women in this industry, or has the trend been growing in the past recent years?
The Web3 community in Japan is growing now, but unfortunately, I have the impression that there are fewer women than in other countries. As I can see from my visit to other countries, as you pointed out, due to Japan's culturally conservative nature, I often hear that it is difficult to enter the community even if they are interested and that they are influenced by it. That's one of the reasons I started my support group.
That's very inspiring. Now, moving on to Nicole, since APAC DAO is based in Vietnam and you're focused on more like the overall Asia Pacific, can you tell us a bit about the characteristics of Asian women or specifically Vietnamese women in the crypto space and how that has been? Maybe we can see how that's different from Thailand and Japan.
I would say that I think for Vietnam, we have what are the highest representation of women, I think in tech and also in blockchain. And to me, I think personally, I feel that this industry is more accommodating. I think for newbies, especially also like for entrepreneurs and creators, as entrepreneurs. So Beam has touched on the NFTs. I think the NFTs, of course, like the trends and the innovation around NFTs. And pretty much it has empowered a lot of the creators, especially a lot of the female creators as well, to set up their own economies and their own kind of communities. And I think pretty much with crypto, obviously fundraising is also one of the opportunity that people definitely look into if they want to move into this space, even like from the Web2 space or mainstream space into this. So I think pretty much with fundraising, with entrepreneurship, also with, I think, gathering like the interest from the potential users. I think pretty much blockchain has a lot of potentials in this sense. In Vietnam, we do have a lot of women in the space. I think from my personal experience, we are more active in other countries like the Philippines, Singapore, also Thailand, and I think Indonesia. So I think, in my opinion, I would say that for Singapore or Vietnam, definitely we also see a lot of women. Whereas in other space like the Philippines, which is definitely more gaming focused, or Indonesia, a bit more on the conservative side, then we have seen kind of less women in the space. But what's more motivating is that we have seen more young women in the space, which I think is definitely a good sign because they are definitely, I think the Gen Z are definitely going to be the next kind of leaders of the whole adoption in the whole region. So I think it's still slowly getting there. I think pretty much Beam can speak on behalf of the Thai ladies here. But in my opinion, Asian in general and ASEAN in particular definitely have stronger potential adoption potentials. And I think the only kind of missing piece is that, of course, how we can create like a safe, nurturing, and motivating environment with the women in this space to get it out there. Because as Asians, normally, we tend to be more kind of reserved, more like in the back, especially like women. But I think with blockchain, there's a lot of potentials to go out there in the front. And I do hope to see that more often from the Asian ladies.
Yes. And I'd like to touch a bit more in so the woman community that you see in Asia, is it more like just, are the people who are in the community only focused on crypto, only focused on Web3, or are they also working alongside with other jobs? Are they coming in from other different fields? Like you said, there are entrepreneurs, maybe more artists, or do they also work other jobs as well?
I think it's also very different depending on the area that you're talking about, right? So Indonesia, for instance, Bali is definitely like a thriving hub for NFTs and artists. If we talk about the Philippines, for example, of course, it's still like a very much like gaming focus. Thailand, I think it's very strong on the institutional applications and also metaverse side. Vietnam, on the other hand, still also very gaming and DeFi focus.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, depending on each country, there's different kind of areas of focus. And also, I think there are more entrepreneurs coming into this space because, as I mentioned, blockchain does open up a lot of opportunities and avenues for them to set up their business here in Southeast Asia. And you can even actually raise money even before you have the product. And you can actually kind of engage and incentivize your community along the way of testing your product out, refining your product, which I think is definitely very fascinating and very motivating for a lot of the entrepreneurs.
Right. Sounds like it's a very supportive community. Yes. And yeah, so like Nicole said, so it's not just some people who are into crypto is not just trading or buying and selling coins. It's a lot bigger than that. Like Web3 is like a whole, you can it can be businesses into it, you can be artists, it can be fueled by passion, and you can do a lot more stuff than just trading itself, as many people might misunderstand about this. So moving on to the last question, I'd like each of you to share a message, if you have a message that you want to share for the women who want to get into crypto, into Web3, and who might want to move over to work in this industry but still unsure about the environment. If you guys can have a message to share for them. Yes,
Okay,
let's start
sure.
with Beam.
Yeah, sure. From me, it's not just for women, but it's just for everyone. Yes. I just wanna encourage people just all of women, men, or any gender to try in working in crypto space. If you have the interest to join, don't be fear to come in crypto space. Everyone just open for you. The industry is really new. We are trying to learn. We make the error to learn the new thing. We do many things to build for the future. Yeah. So yeah, it is a very great opportunity to everyone, or just everyone if you want to join. It is the great opportunity if you want to working and traveling at the same time because we work 24/7 and we have like many online meeting and Google meeting. You don't need to go to office or visiting. Yeah, it is the great opportunity if you want to join. Don't be fear and come join us. Yes.
Thank you. Next, Honey.
Just as there are no national or gender barriers in blockchain technology or Web3, there should be no gender barriers in the industry itself. I am speaking here even though I am not very good at English because I believe that we should help each other so that women can be active all over the world. I would be very happy if you could join me. Because we are still in the early stages, there is a lot of freedom and fun to be shared here. I believe that the future of this industry is bright. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not the least, Nicole, please.
I think just to all of the ladies out there, start something small. I think if you're really interested, and it's okay to fail. I think I have failed a lot of the projects or startups in my life, but I keep coming back because I think the people in this space are more forgiving and they are more collaborative in that sense. And you can find a lot of those people in here, and it's fun as well. I think that's very important. You can meet like people from different backgrounds, all sorts of people from different countries, different cultures, and they unite for something that they believe in. I think it either is, I think like as an NFT collection, as a mandate or as a value. So I think at the end of the day, I think it's something worth trying. So if you're here or if you're listening to this, I think pretty much it might be a signal for you to start your crypto journey. So yeah, that's my message to the ladies. And to all of the ladies and men out there, we're gonna have a party tonight with all of the hosts, co-hosted today, AWS and Certic. We have a party at Holiday Inn Sukhumvit, which is like, I think maybe 3 BTS stops from here. So feel free to come, celebrate with us. We're gonna have a party until 1 a.m. So that you can just start strong on the second day. So yeah, please do let me know. And hopefully you can see as many of you here at the party as possible.
Amazing. Thank you. I will surely be there. I hope to see you beautiful girls there too, and a lot of you faces here there too. But yes, we won't party too late because we have the blockchain event tomorrow as well. And I'd like to thank you all for listening to us today. And we're gonna head off first for today. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.